What's up? It's Hallie. Welcome back to another Let's Play. This time we're doing Road to Paradise, The Dragon by Stormcrow. Uh, I'm playing this with a gamepad. We're going to see if that works out. And I just kind of just jump right into it. Episode 1, The Tower Between Worlds. In the year 1588 SA, a gateway opened upon the world of Rinparthia. Oh my god, that text is already gone. Okay. What breed did Izuno belong to again? Flame Dragon. Oh, I have to choose the dragon. It's not wise to keep the time dragon waiting. Don't rush me. I have to figure out what I want to be. You know what? We'll just go Flame Dragon. Flame Dragons are immune to fire, vulnerable to ice, have a breath weapon that deals fire damage to all foes, and eventually absorb fire damage down the line. Confirm selection? Yeah, we'll go with that. That shriek, though. Come to me, child, I summon you. I'm a dragon. Do I have to hold shift to run? No, it doesn't seem like it's an option at all. How about this cave here? It would be rude to intrude on the cave of my fellow wormlings. Ah, come on. Is the picture supposed to stay there? Or is that supposed to go away? I don't know. It's not wise to keep the giant dragon waiting. Yeah. Can I go back in my own cave? You always gotta push the boundaries, you know. I don't think that picture's still supposed to be there. I am at your beck and call, Master. As well you should be. Today is an exciting day, Izuno. Why is that, Master? I have known of it for some time, but choose to reveal it to you now. My arcane senses detected a spatial anomaly unlike anything I have ever felt before on this very island. Where, Master? The ancient Tower of Void's Reach, perhaps the only place on Viridian to hold any secrets from me, but not for long. Already the outlying settlements of Redgrave and the floating manor of Averin, the Evoker, report sightings of strange men and creatures. What sort of creatures? The reports are frustratingly vague, and the magical interference around the tower has prevented me from scrying with any accuracy. Therefore, you get to be the one to find out. Me, Lord Time Dragon. What's the matter, Izuno? I thought you'd be excited. You wormlings aren't meant to be all curiosity and enthusiasm. Are meant to be all. I read that wrong. Can it be that you're afraid? Not at all, Master. Just surprised. I thought you'd entrust this to someone more experienced. I hope not. A wormling will never grow into his scales as a true dragon if he spends all his time hiding from his shadow in a cave. As to your experience or lack thereof, this will be a joint expedition, but I wish someone from my own clutch to lead it. Thank you, Master, for adopting me in the first place, and for giving me this monumental opportunity. Who will be joining me? You must have seen Teos as you came in. As a ranking officer in my Chronomancer's Guild, he will be coming along to analyze the anomaly himself. If only I could see it with my own eyes, but pressing matters keep me here. Beyond Teos, it's rather a matter of politics. We have a visiting diplomat from Felgard, the Princess Kara Talaran, as the men of Felgard have it in their heads that they may overthrow the Elder Dragon Barons. Ridiculous. Trust me, young wormling, stranger things have happened, and keeping that in mind, as the most neutral of the Dragon Elders, it behooves me to adopt a friendly posture towards them. Finally, we have a guest from distant Silvermoon to the east. A dark elf? No, but one revered by them. It is the dark acolyte of Lenore, the Ruby Goddess. But isn't the Ruby Goddess a death goddess? Aren't they in league with Zilvidar Blackfire and his minions? You have much to learn, young one. The Church of the Ruby Goddess revere the dead, respectful if macabre. The necromancers that serve the Ebon Dragon Baron merely use the bodies and souls of the dead as fodder. As a cleric, this acolyte will know much of the outer planes. Her opinion may be useful, and more importantly, her church will feel it's been shown the proper respect. The princess and the acolyte should be awaiting you in the Great Hall. I will join them immediately. I just want to be clear. What exactly are my orders? Go to the Void's Reach Tower and explore it. Learn what sort of creatures are within. Destroy any that you must. Get Teos close enough to examine the gateway. But Zuno, do not by any means go through the gateway. Yes, master. Off with you then, you are dismissed. Master, can you remove this picture from the screen first? So I understand you're to be my chaperone. Well, that's one way of looking at it. Alternatively, I'm leading this expedition, and the Time Dragon, in his munificent wisdom, has sent you along to learn a thing or two by watching, from a safe distance. Watch your tongue, human, and remember your place. Oh, I do remember my place. Ranking officer of the Chronomancer's Guild, while you're just an orphan wormling that the Time Dragon took in out of the kindness of his heart. Oh, how fearsome. What's next? Going to launch into a tiresome tirade? That's not how you spell tirade. About how humans were never worthy of the art of magic, and dragonkind should have kept it to themselves. Enough bickering, the both of you. Go! This picture does not want to leave. You may want to take on your human guise to avoid frightening the guests. Just a suggestion. Ah, so you admit you find me frightening. I'll take that as a compliment. Compliment is spelled with an I. That's not what I said, but whatever. Make sure you stop at the quartermaster's too. Get some coin and some potions for your outing, for our outing. Oh, and remember, when you turn into a dragon, all your human clothes and equipment fall off, much to your chagrin. Yeah, it's very inconvenient. Well, at least your clothes somehow survived the process. That is convenient. Is this a save crystal? I'm gonna save here. It's not a save crystal. Oh dear. Wait. Yeah, no, I can't save here. Oh god. Well, all things considered, I'm gonna just try to restart this and see if we can not have this picture haunting us the entire time. We're gonna just reset. New game. We'll blaze on through it. Yes, episode 1, The Tower Between Worlds. Maybe I can read that intro text real quick. Let's try to catch it this time. Yes, very dramatic. I needed this long to read the next text. In the year upon the world of on the Isle of Viridian, among the first sent to investigate was Zuno, a young draconic protege, and the word of the Time Dragon. Yeah, that definitely needs more of a delay. What breed did he belong to again? Why, it was Fire Dragon, of course. Okay, we didn't ruin it this time. I don't know what went wrong before. Yes. Blah, blah. Pardon if you heard that. I took this opportunity to take a drink. Snark, blah, 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 snark. Get a move on. Don't lose all your clothing. I don't know what the purpose of this crystal is if it's not a save crystal. Oh, it is a save crystal. I was just hitting the wrong button. It's okay. I am an idiot sometimes too. I don't think any of these passages actually go anywhere. They're just like decoration. Gotta stuff myself in every corner though. You never know. No need to return to the caves right now. So you say. So you say. So how exactly do I turn from dragon to person, etc.? Did I just miss that? Part of the tutorial. Take human form. Costs MP to do that? How annoying. Ding. Now I need to put on my equipment, I guess. We'll just optimize. Good old optimize. Hello. Wrong button. Oh god. Proud to be a chrono guardsman, sir. Just let me know if you need anything, sir. Yes, don't have too much personality. I guess it's at least a believable number of guards. Hello. You too? Yeah, everyone's proud to be a guard here. Is there really no run key? Okay, I can't hold shift to run. Yes. Princess, I'm Azuno, and this is Teos, the Time Dragon sent us to welcome you. Ah, I had been told that the Time Dragon was going to send one of the young dragons from this clutch to welcome me. Young Azuno is just the adorable baby dragon you've been waiting for, Princess. He's wisely chosen to take on his human form. Just Kara, please. So you're a dragon in human form? Remarkable. I look forward to seeing your true form. Considering the dangerous nature of our quest, it will almost certainly happen. Just be sure to stand back for your safety. You don't need to worry about my safety, sir. I'm the commander of a knightly order, and I came to be so in that A is getting cut off, land where a woman doing so was unheard of. As you say. And who are you, sir? Oh, Teos is a guy. I am Teos Gilgazum, Princess, a ranking chronomancer of the guild. Would you care for a tour of Timekeep? No, thank you. Timekeep is marvelous, but I've had ample time to explore on my own. I'm eager to set out for Void's Reach Tower. As you wish. Do you happen to know where the acolyte of the Ruby Queen has gotten herself off to? I believe I saw her just outside the castle, on the grounds. I'd be lying if I said doesn't give me the creeps. Understandable, considering she's the cleric of a death goddess. Nonetheless, we should go meet her. Let's! New party member! Woo! You. Timekeep's library is truly a wonder of the modern world. So much knowledge and lore in one place, and I'm glad it's a safe place, too. In fact, where it could be safer. Oh dear, I seem to have some conflict on my buttons. I'll have to configure this controller later. Zuno. Would you care to hear my notes on the persecution of magic users throughout Rintparthia, is what that says, I think. Sure. Wonderful. It is perhaps only natural that the majority of mundane beings have united in the persecution of magic users, considering the power that they wield. In Viridian, where nearly every citizen is a mage, it does not touch us. But throughout the rest of the world, there's a very real and very ugly phenomenon. You really gotta check the sides of your text boxes, my dude. In Wildhaven, the Wood Elves are said to eat magic users apart from their own druids. A similar cannibalistic practice is seen among the goblins and orcs of Hammersfall, where only their tribal shamans and witches are seen as acceptable users of magic. Only in Lorewood on the Great Western Continent are magic users safe. The eastern land of yokai remains shrouded in mystery, their attitude towards magic users as much as anything else. The Dark Elves of Silvermoon accept only divine magic use and the sorcery of their high sages. On the continent of Felgard, the persecution of magic users is the most codified and organized, built into the Felgardian system of laws. Magic use is suppressed by the church. Outcast alchemists and hedge wizards oft flee the kingdom of Felgard to the north, where they become necromancers, or worse, in the service of Zilvadar Blackfire, the Ebon Dragon Baron. Well, it's a work in progress, but what do you think? Seems comprehensive. Yeah, that's about the word I'd use, I guess. I forgot all of that already. Books. This is a path I can take. Timekeep Library. Oh, for a second I thought this was grass because it's like a really green carpet, but that's okay. That's okay. Ah, Izuno, welcome. The Timekeep Library is still under construction. All those books you see still need translating, but in my opinion, anything worth paying attention to is a work in progress. Anyway, as I said, you're always welcome here, and we do have some books you can read. There's a series of volumes giving an abbreviated history of each of the 6 realms that's just come in. They're in the row just to your right, past the reading tables. Oh, yeah, like my shift key, although the button I assigned shift on my controller is also a confirm button, apparently. So we'll just have to deal with that for now, and I'll figure it out later. I know they said I can't read all these books, but I'm trying anyway. You can't stop me. Oh, I guess the ones that are glinting. That's rather convenient. I can talk to you from this side, too. Hello. Season volumes giving an abbreviated history of the 6 realms that just come in? Yes. I don't think we'll read all of them just now, but I'll probably read, like, one of them. Optional lore is still interesting sometimes. We'll start with this one. Read a brief history of Hammersfall? Sure. Hammerfall is a mountainous desert region rife with volcanoes. It is home to and ruled by the Crimson Dragon Baron Varamar, who may be its oldest inhabitants. I don't know if that was supposed to be plural or not. The Hill Dwarves and the Goblinkin in the region have been at war for as long as anyone can remember. Varamar has never taken a side in the long-standing conflict, but many flame dragons of his brood have, usually on the side of the orcs, kobolds, and goblins, in exchange for receiving the worship of gods. Nonetheless, the dwarves have held fast in their fortified hills, repelling young flame dragons and wyverns and goblin hordes alike with their siegecraft. Well, that wasn't so terribly long. We'll keep going. If they were all going to be as long as that other guy's spiel, I was reconsidering. Most tribes of elves on Rint Parthia claim to be the oldest, and the Wood Elves of Wildehaven are no exception. They are certainly the most primal of the elven civilizations, interested only in bow and woodcraft and nature magic, with no aptitude at all for arcane magic. They share the northern half of the great continent with the mountain dwarfs, and the two peoples have fought intermittent but devastating wars over the years. The region is ruled by the ice dragon baron Ulfr, who is given cautious reverence by the mountain dwarfs. Occasionally, a mountain dwarf will be taken with the practice of wizardry, and may even visit Viridian several times in his life. Okay. Brief history on something or other. The High Elves, one of the oldest civilizations on Rinthparthia, call the Lorewood their home. They are some of the most prolific magic users on our world, and have used great sorceries to shape their native woods into homes, towers, and palaces. They practice many schools of magic and frequently send delegates to the nearby island of Viridian to take place in the conclave of mages' guilds and colleges there. Wrong use of there. In spite of all their arcane power, the High Elves of Lorewood live in subservience to the Emerald Dragon Baroness, Aemith. By tradition, the first child born to the royal family of Lorewood is given to the Emerald Dragon Baroness as ransom, often never to be seen again. In return, the High Elves live in peace from the most ancient and powerful forest dragon that Rint Parthia has ever seen. Brief history of Felgard. For most of its ancient history, Felgard was an ancient waste, ruled by the ebon dragon baron Zilvadir Blackfire and his lich servants and undead slaves. The humans of the southern foothills lived in terror of the tyrant and sacrificed all they had to placate him. In the last 1,000 years, an eternity for men, a moment for elves, a blink of the eye, I'm sure is what that was supposed to say for the elder dragons. This has changed dramatically. The kingdom of Felgard has formed and is well armed and well organized. They intend to stand up to the ebon dragon baron and destroy him. By their rhetoric, don't intend to stop there, but have vowed never to bow to any dragon again. It is unclear if Zilvadar is biding his time before destroying them, does not take the threat seriously, or is too wrapped up in his necromantic research to have even heard the defiant cries of the human kingdom to the south. Sounds like a real villain. Brief history of yokai? Sure. This author regrets that even after a journey to the east, the mist-shrouded land of yokai remains nearly as much of a mystery to him as it always have. What? That nearly as much of a mystery of him as it always have. Okay, I don't think that's quite how that's supposed to be phrased. Men, oddly armed and oddly dressed, wield much power on yokai, but the power is anything but consolidated. The men belong to different noble houses which are constantly bickering, warring, and vying for glory. Perhaps just as numerous on yokai as men are beastmen, hybrids between animals and men. These beastmen are treated with a mix of caution and reverence by the ordinary men of yokai. They were created by the Golden Dragon Baroness Chikoaso, apparently with sorcery, but one thing is certain. All of the denizens of yokai worship Chiokaso as a goddess. Is that what I'd said the first time? I don't know. Read a brief history of Silver Moon. The Dark Elves of Silver Moon are a strange and very private people. They have their own pantheon of gods and goddesses, and are very pious in their way. Some of their gods and practices may be unsettling to Western visitors, and seen as ghoulish or macabre, such as the ruby goddess Lenore, the queen of the dead. Their religion could not be more different from the Felgardian Church, but they practice it with equal zeal. In the center of the great continent of Silver Moon is an incredibly vast volcanic lake known as the Great Canote. I don't know if I pronounced that right. Home to a civilization of merfolk that this author was unable to converse with at any length due to an inability to breathe water. However, this author was able to gather that in the depths of the lake lairs the azure dragon baroness Surlira, and that the merfolk have closer ties to her than do the dark elves. Sentence fragments. You need to work on your translations.